Mike Fisher in Frisco with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the thesis statement. This is the worst Cowboy bye week of all time. Chew on that. First of all, you're 2-7. That already says plenty. Second of all, two of your three best players. Want to throw Tank Lawrence in there? Fine, he's been banged up too. It's a short list of great or good or best Cowboy players on this vastly overrated roster, and those two guys are on it, and they're not part of things. So the bye week is not going to heal those wounds. The bye week does allow you to survey the standings, where everybody in the NFC East is down yonder. The bye week does allow you to kind of recalibrate for the stretch. Cowboys are refusing to give up on recalibrating their way to wins in the second half of the season. They could conceivably do that, by the way, at Minnesota, a game that I will be at, and invite you to come with me too. Thank you for subscribing to what we do here at the Fish Report. Thank you for getting your Cowboy information from the inside of the Star, or the inside of my backyard, either way. And thank you for spreading the word about what we do. Our subscription list is burgeoning, is that a word? And blossoming and growing, and we're really proud to have you be a part of it, and we hope you're proud to be a part of what we do here as well. So you can recalibrate, and you can, kind of evaluate where we are, and you can say we're going to grow from here, but, you're going to be still playing a lot of Terrence Steele, and you might have to play some Savion Smith, and so you're still playing some JV games here, or some varsity games with the JV on your team. Hopeless? I don't know. Bad? Yeah, bad. Bad bye week. Worst ever. Here's the numbers that say it so. Since the NFL introduced the off week in 1990, in the previous 30 seasons, previous to this one, that's 30 years, right? Is that right? 30 years? Yeah. The Cowboys have never been 5 games under 500. Never been this bad. In fact, not even close. You can go back to some bad days. 2001, 2002. Dave Campo, love you, Dave. Love you, Camps. Quincy Carter, hey, Quincy. They were 3 games under 500 at the bye. 2001, they were 1-4. 2002, they were 3-6. Both those years resulted in 5-11s, as you probably know. But never like this has the Cowboys' record at the bye caused you to not only wonder about the rest of this season, this is causing you to wonder about next season, about whether or not the foundation is as sound as you once thought it was. It's causing everybody, all the way up to the Joneses, who are saying no thank you, to wonder what you do with the draft and at quarterback. Again, the Joneses are on the record as saying that's a non-issue here. We're not taking a quarterback high. We have Dak Prescott, and that there's no right answer here. As long as Dak Prescott goes and wins you a bunch of games, there's no wrong answer here. If, however, as a sidebar, if you pass on quarterback X because of your $40 million a year commitment to Dak Prescott, and quarterback X, let's say Fields in Ohio State, goes on to become John Elway, you will have been proven wrong, because Dak Prescott's not John Elway. If he goes on to become immediately even Kyler Murray, you're going to deserve to be questioned. So that's how shaky things are, not just for the rest of this year, but looking forward too. But for now, here's the bye week numbers. This year, 2-7. Last year, 4-3. Year before, 3-4. 2017, 2-3. 2016, oh, the glory days, 5-1 at the bye. 2015, 2-3. 2014, 7-3. 2013, 5-5. 2012, 2-2. 2011, 2-2. 1-2, 3-2, 5-4. 2007, 6-1. 2006, 1-1. 5-3 in 2005. 2-1 in 04. 1-1 in 03. The aforementioned 3-6 and 1-4 in 2002 and 2001. And then again, going way back, some pretty goods. 1992, you started 3-0. That shouldn't surprise anybody. 1995, you started 6-1. 1991, you started 5-2. There is a history here of doing it right. Jason Garrett, by the way, no, I'm not saying this because Jason Garrett and I are going to be best men at each other's weddings. I'm just saying as a fact. I think Jason Garrett's record coming off a bye and the week after a bye was awfully good, as I recall. We'll see what Mike McCarthy's record is, because so far, and again, I know the Joneses are saying, absolutely, he's our coach. He's our coach this year. He's our coach next year. We got our guy, and that's what they should say, and that's what they should believe. There's really not justification for scrapping this whole thing now. In fact, isn't Mike Nolan, defensive coordinator, proving that? A bunch of people were calling for the head of Mike Nolan a month ago. Now, slowly, surely, the Pittsburgh game being the Exhibit A now, you can see that the players are starting to get it. They're starting to buy in. There's less hesitation. There's certainly no absence of guys playing hard. And so, the new system and the installation of it was still a mistake. Putting in a new system in a year when you didn't have a training camp. You put in a new system using Zoom. That was ridiculous, a preposterous idea. This system isn't better than last year's defensive system because there's no such thing as better. They're just different. Someday another coach will come here and you'll put in last year's system again. Another coach will come here and they'll run a 4-3. Next coach will come here and run a 3-4. One's not better than the other one. So the urgency to change what Mike Nolan liked was a mistake, and they paid for it. Maybe it'll pay off here in the second half. So you've got this all-time, for the Cowboys, all-time worst problem at the bye, all-time worst record at the bye, and you try to look forward, and then I'll close with this. Then you look back, and you wonder just how far you've fallen to get to this 2-7 at the bye point. On December 22nd, 2019, the Cowboys were 3-0. They were getting ready to sign Dak Prescott. It was imminent, said Jerry, and that number was just over $30 million a year, $10 million less than it's going to be going forward. The Cowboys had outscored their opponents in those three games 97-44. Now, I'm not very good at math, but that's about 33-14. The Cowboys' average score in the first three games to start last year was 33-14. 97 points for, 44 points against. Dak, touchdown to interception ratio. Dak had 9 touchdown passes in the first three games and just 2 interceptions. The weapons seemed like they were everywhere. And those weapons, of course, included the offensive line, which included Travis Frederick. And on defense, in those first three games, you felt good about Tank, which you could still feel good about. He does play hard. Leighton Vander Esch, ups and downs, injury-related. Chido Awuzie. I pointed out elsewhere here on the Fish Report video, there's people inside the building that think it took Chido a little too long to get healthy again. So the page is turned on where the Cowboys were on September 22, 2019. And when and where did it happen? Saints. The Saints got involved in a game that, as you recall, was 12-10. Since that Cowboys 3-0 start, Dallas has gone 7-15. And I think, if not for the Jets, we would legitimately be saying that the Cowboys went from first at 3-0 to worst at 7-15 in their last 22 games. So all of that adds up to why this is really the worst bye in Cowboy history. And while some of us are enjoying the time off a little bit, if you're part of Cowboy Nation, you're not enjoying 2-7 at all. Thank you for subscribing to what we do here. I think we're going to give away a valuable prize in the coming days. So stay tuned with us, and we'll let you know more about that. Fish out.